Right now, there's a metal inside millions of people's bodies. Doctors say it's perfectly safe, but a growing number of lawsuits suggest otherwise. The metal, titanium, and what you're about to learn could change how you think about the implants keeping you alive. You probably know titanium from fighter jets and spacecraft, but the real story isn't about flying. It's about what happens when this miracle metal gets placed directly against your bones and tissue. Over the past decade, patients worldwide have reported mysterious pain, infections, and immune reactions. Some say their titanium implants are poisoning them. So here's the question: is titanium truly safe, or have we been sold a dangerous lie? In 1791, an English clergyman named William Gregor noticed something odd in black sand near his village stream. It was magnetic, unusually heavy, and nothing like he'd ever seen. He tested it. The results shocked him. A completely new element. He called it manekinite. Nobody cared. 4 years later, a German chemist named Martin Heinrich Klaproth rediscovered the same element independently. He renamed it titanium, after the powerful titans of Greek mythology. The name was fitting. This metal promised incredible strength. But here's where it gets interesting. For over 100 years, scientists couldn't figure out how to actually use it. The moment they heated titanium, it reacted violently with oxygen and became brittle. The metal was useless, until someone finally cracked the code. Throughout the 1800s, chemists across Europe tried everything to extract pure titanium. They heated it, they cooled it. They used different chemicals. Every single attempt failed. The metal crumbled in their hands like chalk. Titanium seemed to resist human effort, almost like nature didn't want us to have it. Every single attempt failed. Scientists published papers declaring titanium impossible to isolate. Universities gave up. Research funding dried up. The metal remained locked inside minerals, called rutile and ilmenite, hiding in ordinary-looking black sand and rocks across Australia, South Africa, and Canada. It wasn't a failure of science. It was a failure of willpower. Until 1940, when one man refused to accept defeat. William Justin Kroll was a metallurgist who didn't believe in impossible. In 1940, working in a small laboratory during World War II, he discovered something revolutionary. If you heated titanium tetrachloride, a chemical compound of titanium with magnesium inside a sealed vacuum chamber, something miraculous happened. Out came pure titanium, not fragments, not dust, real, usable titanium. The military immediately understood the implications. Lighter aircraft, stronger engines, an advantage in war. Within years, the US military was secretly mass-producing titanium for classified aerospace programs. But the public had no idea this metal even existed. What happened next would change medicine forever. The process is more complex than most people realize. First, mining companies dig up ore deposits and extract raw minerals. Then, these minerals are treated with chlorine and carbon at extreme temperatures, over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This creates a clear liquid called titanium tetrachloride. It looks harmless, but it's dangerously reactive. Next comes the Kroll process. The titanium tetrachloride is heated with magnesium inside a sealed chamber. What emerges looks like a porous sponge, titanium sponge. It's pure titanium, but not yet refined. Finally, technicians melt this sponge in massive vacuum furnaces to remove every trace of oxygen and nitrogen. The result is cast into ingots. Here's the problem. This entire process generates toxic chemical waste. Waste that sometimes ends up in unexpected places. In the 1970s, orthopedic surgeons faced a crisis. Hip replacement implants were failing. Patients' bodies were rejecting stainless steel and cobalt-based prosthetics. Infections were common. Pain was severe. Then titanium emerged as a solution. It had remarkable properties: lightweight, incredibly strong, and, crucially, biocompatible. The human body didn't attack it like a foreign invader. Unlike other metals, titanium didn't trigger allergic reactions or chronic inflammation. Within a decade, titanium hip replacements became the gold standard. Then, dental implants. Then, spinal fusion devices. By 2000, over 2 million titanium implants were being placed annually in the United States alone. Doctors believed they'd found the perfect material, but perfection, as it turned out, had a hidden cost. In 2013, something unexpected happened. Patients with titanium hip implants started reporting unusual symptoms: chronic pain, unexplained fatigue, joint swelling, and autoimmune-like reactions that appeared years after surgery. One woman described it as waking up with a body that wasn't mine anymore. Independent researchers discovered something alarming. Titanium implants were slowly releasing tiny particles into the bloodstream. These microparticles accumulated in organs, triggering immune responses that doctors weren't prepared for. By 2019, over 100,000 lawsuits had been filed against implant manufacturers in the United States. Some patients won settlements exceeding $2 million. Major manufacturers quietly recalled certain implant models. The question became unavoidable: had we sacrificed safety for convenience? The answer wasn't simple. Here's where the controversy deepens. Some researchers argue titanium particles are inevitable and mostly harmless. Your body processes them naturally, they claim. The immune reactions affect only a small percentage of patients, maybe 1 to 3%. Other researchers strongly disagree. They point to rising autoimmune disease rates and argue we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. These particles are foreign. They don't belong in human tissue. Long-term effects remain unknown. The mainstream medical establishment maintains that titanium implants are still safe, but they now recommend monitoring patients more carefully. They suggest removing implants if symptoms develop. Patients are left in limbo, uncertain who to trust. And the future is about to get more complicated. Here's what keeps researchers awake at night. Titanium production is about to explode. Climate scientists want to replace heavy steel with lightweight titanium in cars, buildings, and renewable energy infrastructure. The demand could increase by 500% in the next 20 years. This means two things. First, we'll need cheaper production methods, which might mean cutting corners on purity and safety. Second, millions more people will have titanium implants, devices, and equipment in their bodies and homes. We're betting our future on a metal we still don't fully understand. The question isn't whether titanium will dominate our world. It's whether we're prepared for the consequences. The story of titanium isn't finished. It's just beginning. Right now, medical researchers are developing new titanium alloys designed to minimize particle shedding. Tech companies are exploring alternatives. Some scientists are even investigating whether certain titanium particles could be linked to emerging health conditions we haven't identified yet. Next week, we're covering something most people don't know about their dental implants. The discovery could shake your confidence in what's inside your mouth. Stay tuned.